Hi guys, and welcome to a video looking at the top boots for wide feet. That's right, if you've got wide feet, I'm going to let you know the very best boots on the market you can buy. And today I've got 11 different pairs to run through. I'm going to go from pair 11 all the way to pair number 1, our top pick for wide feet. So stay tuned and find out which ones I recommend for you. The first pair of boots we're going to look at are the New Balance Tekela. So the cool thing with New Balance is that they actually make their boots in a normal fit, which is in itself a little bit wider, and an extra wide fit. So if you've got truly wide feet, you might want to try the Tekela. Now, these do come in a laceless version, which is a little harder to get on, but also recently they brought out a laced version as well. So you see players like Harvey Elliott wearing these, and they could be a fantastic choice for you, especially in that double E, the extra wide version. So the number 11 pick is the New Balance Tekela. Those are the ones we're starting off with. Now, the next pair of boots I'm going to move on to are a pair of boots that are worn by Jude Bellingham, an absolute star on the pitch at the moment, and these are the Predator Accuracies. Now, again, you can go with these in the laceless, but I wouldn't recommend them for a player with wider feet. Instead, go for the lace version. Much easier to get your feet into them, and then you can customize the fit by tying them how you want to as well, because you can change the lacing to accommodate some of your wider feet. So these are the Predators. They are one of the Adidas models that have that slightly rounder shape that will accommodate the wider feet. So I would definitely look to those if you're looking at an Adidas model. Now, number 9 in the list, and we are moving on to Mizuno. These are the Mizuno Alpha, the latest boot from Mizuno, and in fact these ones aren't leather. So Mizuno are really known for their leather boots, and we may mention some more of them in this list, but these Alphas are a synthetic boot, and they've been crafted to meet the demands of the modern player. So if you're looking for that wider fit in the nice central lacing, you can consider the Alphas. They've got kind of a standard tongue construction to them as well. Now, number 8 in the list, and we're going for absolute classics here, but they are going to be so soft, they're going to mold to your feet, and that's exactly what you want when you're looking for a wide fit. And these are the Adidas Copa Mundials. These boots have been around forever. And as I say, they're going to be super soft as you wear them in. That leather's going to break down nicely, mold around your feet, and it's just going to be that custom molded fit, which is really great. Especially if you want that classic look, then the Copa Mundials are a great pick for you. Now, the next pair of boots we're looking at are back again to New Balance, and these are their Furons. So these ones don't come in the laceless. They are the standard lace ones. They're the ones you see the likes of Sadio Mane wearing, also Raheem Sterling and Saka from Arsenal. So the New Balance Furon again is available in their standard fit, but also in that wider fit. So if you want a speed boot, these are a great pick for you, and then go for that wider fit, and that will be very nice on feet for you. Now, the next boots we're looking at, we're going back to Mizuno's, but this time we're looking at the Mizuno Morelias, number 6 in the list, and these are the leather ones. They are one, if not the best K leather football boots available. So Mizuno, with their leather boots, if you go with the MIJ, the made in Japan version, they have a 24-hour lasting process. That means the boot sits on the shape of the foot for 24 hours to wrap around there really nicely. They do extra gluing with them. They do extra pinning. The craftsmanship is the highest level you can see. That's why they are a little bit more on the expensive side, but you are absolutely getting the quality that you're paying for with the Morelias. So definitely consider those on your list. Now, number 5 in the list, and we're looking at something a little bit cheaper here, but a good boot nonetheless, and they are the Nike Premier. So a few different versions are available. You can get a firm ground one. You can also get a soft ground anti-clog pair, and they're like £100, around about $100 mark, and so that means that they are a very affordable boot. You can wear them for training, and again, a little bit like the Copas, they've got that leather that will stretch and mold to your foot over time. They're a little bit more modern than the Copa Mundials, but overall a very nice boot. Now, those are the first Nikes we've talked about, but I've got a couple more Nike to talk about in this video, and I will move on to those by starting off with the Phantom GX DF. So these are those Phantoms that have got that lace cover on them. The laces are there, but they're hidden underneath a little bit of a lace cover, and they're also the ones with the collar on them as well. So they're not any further up our list because it can be a little bit harder to get your feet into those wider foot, into that collar, and a little bit harder to put them on. So they are lasted on the old Hypervenoms, a classic Nike boot, and that does have that wider last, so they are a good choice for your wider feet. But number 3 in the list, another pair of Nikes, and this time we're talking about the Nike Tiempo Legend 10s. Now, these potentially could be further up the list if they were still leather, but they're not. But they are still super soft, and nice to put on, but they will not mold and break down to your foot as much as some other boots will. So just consider that when you're making your choices. Overall though, they do have a nice wide base and a pliable synthetic leather to them, but they won't stretch as much as a premium leather. Now, number 2 in the list, and we're moving to Puma, and we're looking at the Puma Futures. Now, relative to their Ultras, the Future is absolutely that much more friendly, wider fit. Some of the older Futures with the kind of net fit system on them, they were amazing for wide feet. You could customize the way that you lace them up. You can't do it quite so much on these more modern versions, but if you are looking for something that could suit you, maybe go and find an older pair that does have that net fit system. They are fantastic for wide feet, but again, some players wear them without laces like Marco Reus, so there is opportunities to wear these in different ways, but the Puma Future is definitely a good option for you, and they are the wider fitting ones compared to the Speed Ultras. Now, we're moving on to number 1 in the list. These are our absolute recommendation if you are looking for a wide fit boot. Now, please remember, if you want to, make sure you check out the website for way more information on football boots. You can also get our PDF download guide. The boot guide just tells you everything you could possibly want to know about boots. And also on Amazon, you will find the Boot Secrets book, which is going to give you every single detail that you possibly could want to know about buying your next pair of boots. But the number 1 pair of boots in our list for wide feet are the Nike Phantom GX. So these are, again, based on the original Hypervenom last. The GX is a very popular boot with pro players, and it has that slightly wider fit. The knit of the upper gives you that little bit of extra give around the feet, and it means that you can fit into them nicely. The off-center lacing makes it easier to get your foot in. The laces are obviously there, so you can customize the fit with those as well, and it doesn't have that sock collar, so it's easier to get your foot in there. And the lacing itself is off-center, so it gives you that wider striking area, and it also just feels really good for wide feet. Guys, please let me know what you think about this list. Thanks for watching. Go enjoy your football.